Yeah, I've got a gig tonight, so I've put some new strings on this guitar to settle overnight, and I just wanted to. I'm actually very pleased with them, so I just wanted to just do a quick demo. Anyway, they're called Plectrum strings by Thomastik Infeld, Vienna. These are 12s to 59s. This is their website. Choosing the correct strings can make a huge influence on its tone. The 12 is plain steel. It's kind of brass type plating. The 15, that's the second string, is plain steel. The third string, the G string, is bronze flat wound, and then the D. Where's the other one gone? And the other round as well, and they're polished. What does it say on the thing? This is the pack that I've got, because I've got two plain steel, the flat wound G string, and then the round wound at the top. The mix set medium, which they didn't have in the shop, and I would have got them, they're 13s. I've got a set of D'Addario 13s here to put on my LG2. It actually says on this thing there are more flat wounds than there actually are. This is the English translation, I think, is wrong. So plain strings are made of brass coated steel. Wound strings have a silk inlay in combination with a high flexible steel core. Right, okay, now the last strings I put on this were D'Addario Gypsy jazz strings. Got some new strings on my Taylor here, and they are J83M D'Addarios, Gypsy Jazz, silver wound, medium 11 to 45s, and I'm quite pleased with them actually. They're silver plated. I play rhythm guitar in basically a wind ensemble, and they, with the clarinets particularly, really quite loud. I also play with an upright double bass, and I found the Gypsy strings kind of gave me a range which did project through, because obviously I'm not as loud as everybody else, because I don't play amplified, but I found that really did sort of make it sit in our sort of live sound EQ, if you like, much better. Now these with the silk wind and all the rest, I'm hoping to do the same. It sounds definitely louder to my ear to the Gypsy jazz string, but Right, okay, on those spectrum analysis at the beginning of both of those clips there, these are the screenshots I took of the memory curve for both sets of strings. The Thomastik Infeld are handmade strings. They're actually 12s. The Dodarios are 11s, so you'd expect 12s to be louder, and indeed they are. You can see here, this is the low end of the guitar, and this is appreciably louder in the, that's about 200 Hertz, at about the 200 Hertz range. In fact, the Gypsy strings here, you can see there's an appreciable difference here. I think this is decibels over here. So anyway, coming back to the analysis here, the other interesting thing on the plectrum strings is that actually up in the tail of the signal, where the sustain goes, it sustains more complex frequencies for longer over a broader range, the Thomastik strings do, than the D'Addario Gypsy strings, which it's got that going on up to 4,000 Hertz, then after 4,000 Hertz through to 16,000 Hertz, and particularly from about what's that? That's probably about 11,000 Hertz down to 16,000 Hertz. It drops off quite a lot, whereas there's still overtones and complexity going on with the Thomastiks in the for the whole of that 8 to 16,000 Hertz range. So you can see that the Gypsy strings are more focused in a particular range between 250 Hertz and 8,000 Hertz. I'm not really that surprised about that. It's a punchier sound on those strings, whereas the Thomastiks are a more balanced and across the board sound, and that's really what this is showing. The other interesting thing is that the bottom end of the guitar is louder, and I think that sort of so much happens in the bottom end of an acoustic guitar, and that the attack with these strings actually tends to predict more sort of complexity, overtones, and what have you than this attack here. So anyway, those are those. Just looking at those graphs, that's what I'm getting out of this. I'm going to play a lot of just. Sort of thing. anyway, I'm very happy with them. Carpe Plectrum, I suppose. Carpe Plectrum indeed. Thomastik Infeld Vienna, 12 to 59s. Very nice, very pleased with them.